What's up? It's Trev.
And it's your girl Lisa. We're about to talk that real with y'all.
So get your snacks, your drinks,
or tea,
and get ready.
Because we not holding back.
But don't be mad at us.
It is what it is. Oh, so I did that part of my own.
You sounded so sexy. It
is
what it is.
He just messed up, and now he's trying to clean it up.
What's up, honey?
What's up? How you doing today?
I'm good. How's that coffee?
Very much needed.
Yeah? It's been that kind of morning?
I just be needing coffee because you know we don't sleep.
Well,
we do sleep,
true.
But we don't sleep great.
Yeah. What does it say on that? Rise and grind?
Rise and grind.
Okay. I like that. You know, it's cool because, like, we rise and we get to do this for work.
Yeah. We literally rise and grind, guys. Like, the thing is that people, don't get me started, okay? People don't understand that content creating, being an influencer, is mad work. Like, it's so much work. And I feel like, correct me if I'm wrong, babe, but okay, so I tried starting my YouTube channel in 2017, and I've been working hard on my YouTube channel since then, and I only have like 40 something thousand subscribers. Like, it is hard work. The first video I ever edited took me like 19 hours to edit, and I remember I'd be telling Trevor like, oh, I need to do this, oh, I'm so this, da, da, da. And I just feel like he didn't understand like why it was so much work. And now that he's doing it, I feel like now he has a better understanding of like how much work like being a content creator is. Now we're like half and half, influencers and content creators. So like we're doing both, but literally even one job is just like mad work. Am I wrong about that?
Yes.
We took it for, like, you didn't understand how much work it was.
Well, yeah, because it's like, I mean, I don't get to see it because I didn't have to do any of it, you know. And it's a world that I'm still trying to figure out, you know, still trying to navigate. And it takes so much time to get anything done. It's
literally your own business. Like, you have become your own business, and you have to put that dedication and passion and work into it for it to thrive and for it to become what you want it to become and literally make money from it.
Wow. Right. Nah, you're 100% right. But I will say this, like, I think what makes it enjoy, because I know there's like influencers and content creators that really, really, really love it and are passionate about what they do. But for me, I think the best part of it is that it's something that her and I get to do together, because I feel like, you know, for a very long time, our careers kind of kept us separate, you know, like, what obviously, just like we highlighted, like what you did and now what I do, we do together. It's so time consuming, you know. And then it was like, well, my work, very time consuming, you know. So it's nice that like these are things that we get to explore and do together, because I'm pretty sure the way things were, a lot of couples deal with that, you know?
No, definitely. And the thing is too, we have kids, so it's like it's even more overwhelming and so much more, like, I don't know, we have to find the time and all that stuff. But because I'm so happy I get to do this with you, babe.
Yeah.
Like, I love it. And I'm very happy because, like I said, like, I feel like you didn't understand like where I would come from when I'm like, oh, I need to edit this video, like, you know, I need to get this out there, because at that time I wasn't making money off of YouTube, and I finally started making money, or like, this is our, like, you know, we make money now, and you're doing it and you're putting in the work and you understand how hard it is. Now my question is like, if you had to choose, so like, this is not necessarily say our career, but we'll say job, right? Like, well, I would like it to be our career, you know what I mean? I'm just like, just throwing it out there. Like, hopefully this sticks for the long run. But for this being a job versus our relationship, like, if it, because we were separate for so long with our occupation, and we were very, very different, and then we had our relationship, which one would you have chosen? Like, if you have to pick one because one is interfering with the other too much, what would you pick?
I think we know the answer to that one.
I mean, right now, okay, so for right now, obviously I feel like you would obviously pick relationship.
Yeah. Yeah,
I think we know the answer to that one. That is true. We can divulge some information here.
But you know, I think it really does depend on where you are, because I think it's important to a lot of people to make sure that they're set up. You know, if you asked me that question in my 20s, I'd probably be like, nah, my career.
Definitely a career.
You know,
he chose his career over me. Very much so.
And you know, because I felt like I needed to have something to contribute, and it was a personal goal of mine. I felt like I had spent so much time trying to attain this goal. Mm-hmm. And if I didn't get there, I really think I would have regretted it.
I'm not mad at it though, honestly.
No,
not at all. I mean, I felt like we still could have taken other steps. Mm-hmm. In our relationship back then, when we were in our 20s, we really were moving slow in our relationship, and I guess part of it is because of, like, you know, him working towards his career or whatever. But I understand that. Like, I understand why a person would put their career ahead of a relationship, because you never know, you might break up one day, you know, not get back together. Like, then what do you have?
Yeah,
you gave up everything for. Now the thing is, I gave up my career for you, and I also want to say, and that was very scary. Okay, so that was very scary for me.
Yeah,
and I didn't like it at all, one bit. I mean, we're married now, so it's different. We were getting married then, and even then, I don't know. Like, it was very, very scary.
So I mean, like, I have my thoughts about what makes it scary, but I want to hear yours.
I had to depend on you for everything, like for everything. And then when you were being a DICK, I felt like I couldn't walk away because, and not that I wanted to just be like, hey, I'm done, I want to leave, but it was more so like, dang, that option is not even available to me.
Gotcha.
You know? Like, it's like, damn, like, I have nothing. Like, I gave up everything for this man. Everything. So it's like, damn. Like, that's what became scary. And then reality hit, and it was like, okay, this is what you were scared about.
Got you.
It happened. Like, it happened. But anyway, you know, I've been working since I was like 14 years old, and like, I've always had my own money. So a person like that I feel like a person like that more so would choose their career versus a relationship, because they're so used to being able to take care of themselves. You know, like, if you give it all up and I don't know how girls do that. Like, them girls that just be giving it all up to, I mean, I did it. So wait, I said I wasn't gonna say it, but I actually did it. So there's that. Forget it.
But so, like, I guess,
but some girls do that. Sorry, but some girls do that, and it's just on some like sugar daddy stuff. Like, they're not really in love. Like, it's like, oh, I'm gonna do it because I want this person to think that I'm there for them, and they have a lot of money. They're gonna pay. Like, they'll just give it up. Like, when we broke up a few times, because we broke up a lot in our 20s, there was guys that, like, I'm talking about, like, millionaires, talk about, hey, leave everything, and like, you can just come, I'll take care of you, I'll pay for your apartment, I'll pay for your life, like, you don't have to do anything but sit and be pretty. And I'm like, that's so sweet, but I can't do that. Like, I could not do that. Like, I just would not do that, because then I'm in debt to them, and I have to live by their rules, do what they want to do, and like, I cannot just up and leave if I wanted to.
Right.
What were you gonna say?
Well, I was thinking it's a situation where, especially knowing how well I know you, you know, I was like, man, you know, what happens when you give that up? It's tough, because it's like, you lose, like, your career is a part of your identity, you know, and you give that up, and it's like, okay, well, who am I now? Yeah. You know, and you still have to figure that out, because that is a very, very, very important piece. I mean, like, people spend hundreds of thousands of dollars on on their career.
So
You know?
right now we're talking about career, and that's another thing that I wanted to bring up, because I think it's a very big difference between career and just a job.
Yeah.
So like you were going for your career, like you was working in your career. That's your field. That's where you want to flourish and thrive in and get to the top in, right? For me, I would say that was kind of my career at the time. I was making a lot of money and all of that, but it's a big difference when it's just like a regular job.
Okay.
And you're just doing it to just make money and live.
Right. So, you know, like for you, given that, did that idea make it easier to walk away?
You're talking about at that time?
Yeah.
It made it easier to walk away because I felt like at that time we were building what we were building. You know, we were engaged. Well, I guess we got engaged, but we were building what we were building. I felt like we were going in that route. And then also that I had a lot of issues there. And at that time, I just felt like I had an extensive amount of experience that I can easily 1, 2, 3 go get a job.
Okay.
Yeah. So I wasn't that worried about it because I'm like, oh, I could just get a job. And it was very difficult for me to get a job in Toronto.
Yeah.
In that field. So I wound up getting another job, which still worked out because I made a lot of freaking money because I'm just amazing at everything that I do.
Because like, so the way I thought about it, I was like, man, you know, when that happens, you, like I said, you lose still a sense of identity.
Definitely.
You know?
Definitely.
Because even if it is a job, there's a lifestyle that comes with having a job. You know, that there's a lifestyle that having a job affords you and provides you, especially if it's one where you get paid well. You know? So I was like, man, you know, you kind of lose a sense of purpose too. You know,
Yeah,
like getting up, having a place to be, you know, having, you know, something outside of, you know, my relationship, these 4 walls, you know, because like that, I feel like that stuff matters too.
Yeah.
You know, and I think that also affects your relationship. You know,
it does. Money is the root of all evil.
Yeah.
But money is a lot of reasons why people get divorced. Like I feel like that's probably, if not number 1, that's definitely number 2. Like it's cheating and money is usually like a big problem.
Yeah.
In marriages.
So I have a question though. Like, do you feel? What do you think is the biggest determinant, like why people choose one over the other?
A career or a relationship?
Yes.
I just think it's security. I think.
Okay.
I think it depends on security, because a lot of women that leave their job, because I don't necessarily think most people would leave a career. A lot of women that leave their job for a man to be in a relationship, they feel like they have that financial security there. So it's like, okay, why not?
Yeah.
I mean, that's what I felt like. I felt like, okay, I'm doing this for our relationship, but financially we'll still be okay. Right. You know?
Yeah.
So,
I get you.
There's that.
Okay. Gotcha. I mean, I feel like it really does depend on so many different factors, and I feel like it's a very hard decision to make.
Oh yeah.
You know, it's a very hard decision to make. It's a very hard conversation to have if it is not what your partner wants to hear.
Like, so for example, let's talk about Nivea and Lil Wayne.
Oh,
we spoke about that before.
Yeah.
Remember? She said she gave up her career to be with him.
Yeah, and she was like, "Yeah, I gave up everything. Like, I went and lived in his house, and I think she was like living in his house or whatever, and like they were building this life together. But he had a whole nother life outside of the life that she thought they had. You know, and now, I mean, what does Nivea even do? Yeah, right.
I know. She's now she's on reality shows, but it's thank God reality TV came up, because
fair point,
at that time it wasn't out there. And she probably never expected to be at this, you know, be a reality TV person. Like she probably was thinking like, oh, I'm gonna be a #1 singer, because that girl could sing. She could sing.
I feel like I only know Don't Mess With My Man.
That's all I know too. But I'm just like, I mean, I'm just saying, like, she probably, that was a big song.
It was.
She really could have kept going.
But yeah, exactly. You never really know, because like it was very much in that same, like that was an era where singers of that type were really dominant.
Yeah,
you know.
I hope he really took care of her though. Like, even though he went out and did what he did, I hope he took good care of her.
I hope so too.
Not just
because like
their kid.
I mean,
kids.
because like she didn't necessarily like badmouth him.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm hoping that there's, I mean, I don't know if they have like kids, right? Or I don't know, whatever. But you know, like I do hope so, because that's a lot to give up.
Yeah,
you know, like
I mean, you hear that all the time though, and it's most of the time the woman giving up their career for the man.
Yeah.
And that's another thing. Like, why is it like that? Like, how come the men don't give up the careers for the woman? I think nowadays things have kind of been changing, but
yeah.
You know,
I was gonna say, I feel like that's just like that particular situation was very like of the era, you know, where now women are definitely starting to surpass men financially in so many different realms and worlds and genres. So you'll see like Oprah, like Stedman. What does Stedman do? Stedman just sits around. I don't know what Stedman did before Oprah.
Another one, Wendy Williams and her man. Oh my God, did y'all see that Wendy Williams special or show? You didn't see that?
Didn't he just get married? I think he just got married. I think he just married that girl, or just had a baby, or one of them. Like,
I cannot. That's the girl that he cheated on her with. Oh, that makes me so. I'm so sick. I can't, because Wendy, he is who he is because of Wendy.
But I will say this.
What you gonna say?
I think if you do have these moments where, you know, you give up something that you've built for yourself, you know, in order to, you know, continue a relationship, a better relationship, whatever, it's important to find a thing. You know, you've got to find a thing. You better have a backup plan.
Well, there you go. That's right. Right? Because I found my thing.
Yeah.
That's what you're trying to say?
Yeah. No, but like, so, but okay, to talk about us, in my mind, like, you mentioned how much, you know, you had stuff going on at work or whatever. And I watched all that, knowing what was happening and seeing the drama kind of unfold and like how it would affect her mood. I was like, man, you know, it's going to be really nice when she doesn't have to do this anymore. And then she can go out and hopefully do whatever it is she wants to do. And whatever that thing is, it's going to pop, it's going to work. And even if she tries 100 things, the fact that she can try 100 things until she finds the thing, I'm happy about that.
Yeah.
You know, but that's important, you know, like
it's true.
That's important for your own happiness, because you're not going to be happy with us.
Yeah, it's true, because I definitely know, like, I just know somebody that they just go to work and that's it. And I always ask, and this was for years actually, I always ask them like, hey, like, you know, what do you want to do in life? Oh, I don't know. And I'm like, so you're just going to stay at this job that you are sick of, or now that they have another job that they're okay with, but I don't think it's like, oh my God, I love this job, I make so much money and I'm just happy all around. Like, it's not like that. It's still like, you know, like, okay, I'm cool with my job, I'm okay with it, I'm making money, whatever, I live day to day. And I'm like, so you don't have no passion in life? Like, no passion? Like, that fucking sucks. Yeah, that sucks. That's whack. Like, who wants to live their life like that?
Well, you never know. You know, like, that person could just behind closed doors be sitting around like, damn, it really bothers me that I don't want to know. I don't really know what I want to do. Yeah. And to the rest of the world, they're just being like, I'm good, I'm straight. Don't mind you. That's how. That's the world. That's the way the world works. But, you know.
Anyway, guys, comment below and let us know, would you choose your career or would you choose your relationship?
Or if you've been in a situation where you chose one or the other, please comment and let us know.
This is a very interesting topic, and I might have to throw a portion of this on Instagram and see if a lot of people, I really want to know. I'm like actually very invested in this topic.
Yes.
So comment below if you're watching it on YouTube. If not, find us on Instagram at It's The Saints. If you are following us on YouTube, subscribe to this channel, all our other channels.
And you can find this podcast anywhere you can find podcasts.
Yep. So if you want to be driving somewhere, you need to listen to it, check out Apple, Spotify, Pandora, all that. All right. So anyway, thank you guys so much for listening and joining in, and let us know some relationship topics also
Yeah, definitely.
that we should talk about, and we'll talk to you soon.
Yeah, see you on the next video.
Bye.
Bye.